There are cases where we have worked with founders at the very early idea stages, and with our research, we have come back and we have told them, and they realize कि ये धंधा नहीं चलने वाला है. But if you look at it from the company and you were say founder of Slides, what are you gonna take it to? तो ठीक है, मैंने पहले लोगों के लिए pitches बनाए, great. 5-7 years of that doing gained that experience, and now I'm so well versed with the entire ecosystem that I can take that pitch to an investor and say, यार इसमें 2-3 million डालो, ये कंपनी अच्छी लग रही है. We did that. In the next 4-5 years, we'll love to sort of launch a fund and see कि मैं खुद क्या कर सकते हैं with the same team that I am. But we'll keep the core team to work with it. That's where the heights are. Baki, yes, in the next 4 months I'll get married, so that's next.
Oh, wow. Hello everyone, we are back with another episode of On Tap podcast. Today we are sitting down with Pankaj, founder of Slides. We'll get to understand how he has helped so many businesses raise over $2 billion in funding, what is his mantra behind pitching, and how does storytelling work. Welcome to the podcast, Pankaj. We are so glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Why don't you maybe say hi to the audience and then we get started?
Hi to the audience. Yeah.
So Pankaj, let's start by understanding your story. What has led to the Pankaj that you are today?
This is one of my favorite stories. Right? So I got introduced to entrepreneurship or money making very, very quickly in life. You have delivery boys today. I was a delivery boy back in 2000 and I think 8, 7, 8. So my mom was she used to stitch clothes in the colony. Simple, it was just a hobby thing. And I used to pick up and drop and collect money at the same time, and used to obviously make my cut off it as well. So I very quickly realized if you exchange things, you might as well be able to make money as well. So that's the core of it for sure, right? Teaches you a lot. Plus, obviously, I come from a defense background, so a lot of discipline and commitment to things has always been engraved. Thanks to my father for that. These are some of the bases that I fundamentally give to why I chose to do what I do. But if you look at it from the life standpoint, what made us to do Slides or business and everything, I think that just happened over the period of time, how the trajectory of your college, peers, how overall Indian startup ecosystem panned to be out. And so, yeah, these are some of the very early things that I did. But
So you mentioned that there's one thing led to the other, and that's how you ended up starting Slides. What was the series of incidents that led you to realize this is an opportunity to build in?
Okay, so favorite thing, I think 2012, that's when I was graduating. And then obviously I was doing my graduation. In Bombay, it's called BMS. It's Bachelor in Management Studies. I was doing from a very nice college. And our job in the college was, and I think for almost everyone else as well in the management schools, that you have to just keep presenting a lot. You present a lot of cases. Every week you're doing a presentation. And I was really good at it. Right, I was good at the stage. I was good at making. I was that guy that you call upon when you have to make those PPTs and shine on the stage, right? So I very quickly realized that I'm really good at it, and my first job got me into sales from there. Right, it was hardly for a month, to be very honest. And again, I was more praised for the work that I was doing on my presentation. So I was like, this is a good enough skill to be taken out and try to give it to people. So I gave it to some of the people who were doing it. I didn't do my MBA, so I gave it that as a service to my friends who did MBA, and they used to pay me in like shoes or perfumes or T-shirts.
Wow.
Right? You don't get you get paid with that, like in kind, to be very honest. And I realized that this could be a good enough service that can be given to people. Entrepreneurship was even before Slides, entrepreneurship was very much engraved. I started a old book selling website called Cover Page in 2011. Highly inspired by Flipkart. They were selling new books. I'm like, entrepreneurship हमें भी करनी है, तो हम old वाली करते. So college में the pocket money and everything used to come by selling it to 5 vicinity colleges, and we used to sell old books. We figured out a kit to make them new or at least refurbished and sell it at a good cost. Logistics was a nightmare for that business, to be very honest. जब तक हम ऐसे offline कर रहे थे and we were giving it to people in vicinities of college, we were making decent money. But we got that concept, came to Bangalore and tried to do that, and logistics really pulled us down. And when we realized that business is not really making money, me and my co-founder, the same partner that I have today, I said कि ये करके देखते हैं, इसमें जल्दी पैसा मिल जाएगा. हमने 2-3 client के लिए we made some presentations and we got a quick money out of it.
Oh wow.
So that's when the inception of Slides happened. कि okay, this service can be asked for pay. Why? It was low money, to be very honest, today compared to आज जो हम charge करते हैं. But yes, that's how it came out to life.
I can totally relate with the point of doing so many presentations during your B school, right? Like I remember, and just like I think you were the go-to person. Everybody used to have that one in the group who will just find out about the presentation 5 minutes before and will have to go and present everything. But it's a very important skill, right? If we come to think of it, presentation is nothing but storytelling. And today, and I think this is one of the points that you also very proudly say, that a bad idea with a good storytelling will trump a good idea with a bad storytelling any day. So can you give us some insights into how you go about storytelling, especially when it comes to pitch deck making?
There's a thing with startup founders, right? And my pitch decks are honestly more in circle with founders who are pitching for investments, right? So very highly specific use case if you look at it. I don't remember the last time I made a company profile or a pitch for a sale for someone. No, I make only for investments when people wants to raise capital. The most fundamental challenge that I've seen people go through with something like this is that they have a lot to say about the company and all around. And there is a very little that somebody has to actually hear, is there to hear on the other side of the table. I'm talking about, say, an investor. I'm a founder. I'm trying to teach you about my business or educate you about my business. It can so happen that I get so carried away with everything that is there to build, from even the inception of the story to where exactly it can go. A lot can be spoken about it. Honestly, my job is to make sure that I pick the bits and pieces out of it, right? And make an amazing trailer that excites an investor to look at the entire film. As simple as that, right? Most of the production guys would understand this here.
Yeah.
So in my core work, I try to work with founders saying that you speak your mind out, heart out, everything to me, no worries, right? Let me pick up the nuances that I really think would make a sense for your investment thesis. And that is something a lot of people don't understand, right? So building an investment pitch versus an investment thesis is a differentiation that I try to teach to the founder that I end up working with. So that investment thesis is the core for an investor to look at. And that's what I come back to and end up doing the job that I do. And there are various portfolio examples that I have that done pretty great with this approach.
No, we would definitely love to delve deeper into some of those examples. But before that, if I were to quickly summarize what you mentioned, essentially where your role comes into the picture is that you provide a different lens to looking at the same business, which, let's say, a founder or somebody who's building it will have a bias when they are looking at it.
Absolutely.
And that's where, investment pitch is different from an investment thesis.
Even if I go deeper into it, there are 4 major components to it, okay? And this is what I sell as well. So you have the story. You can call it either a content as well. You have the core research of this page. And then you have the finances. And then you have the design. Let's say how exactly. These are the 4 verticals or 4 core works even that we do.
Got it.
Most of these areas, there would be either 3 of them which will be lacking with the founder here. Either they would not have a very straight sense. And I'm various stages though, but at least at a mid stage, a series A kind of space, right? You would require someone to do a very good financial work with you, a good financial analysis with you. You would require someone to really dig deeper in the space and research and come. There are cases where we have worked with founders at the very early idea stages, and with our research, we have come back and we have told them, and they realize कि ये धंधा नहीं चलने वाला है, and they've actually left the business in between of this exercise. So this is, in a way, I think it's a great thing, right? We were able to save quite a bit of time for them, and at least showed them the pathway of the way they are trying to run this is not a real right way of doing it. So a lot of insights come with the kind of research, and we do primary, secondary, everything. For the people that we end up working with. And all of this, if you put together, and if you have the right research, right finances, it makes an amazing story.
Interesting.
Eventually. So these 4 components becomes pretty crucial.
So then when you would be, let's say, working with any company, instead of just blindly going by the story that they're telling you or the overall thesis that they believe in, you would do your own research, and that might, in some cases, even end up in a scenario where you don't have the conviction in pitching for that business.
It can happen. Quite many businesses, early stage at least, where they are on idea stage. And people love to come to us and explore that as well. Right? I do get requests like, हम ये start करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, इस धंधे में आपने कुछ पुराना काम किया है क्या, बताओ, if there are any businesses that you have worked with. So I'm like, yes. And then we showed them what models have worked in the past, what has not. Understanding business playbook of different businesses in your same sector is very crucial, and sometimes that becomes very handy with slides.
Got it.
Because we have quite a bit of access of business models that have worked in similar sectors.
So in a way, then it also assists. I mean, you can potentially launch a consulting service for these
Isn't
businesses
this?
one day.
It is right. We do come as an investment consultant, transaction advisors in a place. Position wise, do we package it that way? Maybe not. If you ask me.
Yeah.
But yes.
But it comes out as part of
It
creating
is
the pitch
highly
for them.
consulting.
Got it.
Driven business. Yeah.
Got it. And so let's talk about one or two examples that you were talking about earlier. Help us understand maybe a couple of cases where somebody came up to you with a story and it didn't work out, and there was some other interesting insight that came out, and then they eventually ended up building something great.
See, we can't put founders on the spot and say that they don't understand the story. They do, right? Sometimes they need to hear from somebody else. Simple as that. Let's take more relevant example. We were working with Licious on top of their apartment of the first ever deck that Licious wanted to do for say 50 lakh rupees that they wanted to raise.
Okay.
And I'm with their partners in their apartment, Chhat ka ek ghar tha, I don't know where. And we were there in the evening. We had few days to do this. And me and my entire team, to be very honest, we were very small at that.
Okay.
We were there with Abhay, Vivek, and we made that 50 lakhs. Like, okay, Licious kya hai? Consumer brand hai where you will be able to buy chicken, fish, eggs online, right? You can either download an app or you can. Simple story. एक अच्छा दिखा दो. Problem क्या है कि लोग को मीट खाना पसंद है, लेकिन online और fresh मिल नहीं रहा है.
Right.
लेकिन if you look at, I worked with Licious on 5 to 6 different rounds of their investments, and the story that changed every round was very exciting. At some point in that journey of investment raise, and Licious did a very aggressive round of series raise, right? At some point at that range, the complete positioning of the company was nothing to do with selling consumer as a meat or meat to consumer. It was a complete cold chain logistics business.
Absolutely.
At the core of it that you wanted to show to the investor, and why that makes it more relevant for an investor to make a more business case. But consumer ki eyes mein, yeah, you and me would be still thinking that the company is where I can buy my meat from. Simple as that. Right? So the deeper, after a stage of investments that the company goes through, the positioning changes very deeply. Maybe not for the consumers, but for the investors, absolutely, yes.
Got it.
Core kya hai business ka wo. So this is one of my favorite stories as well.
No, in fact, it's interesting that you mentioned this particular case, because in India, at least the supply chain for cold storage products is not solved for yet, which is why we face so many issues in getting access to the best quality ingredients, the best quality food that we're eating, because the whole supply chain is actually just broken.
Yeah. And why it was needed. Because if you look at it, ठीक है, आप source A to source B तक आप पहुंचा सकते हो. लेकिन जो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है, लॉजिस्टिक्स है, दैट हैज टू बी द कोर ऑफ इट. एंड जो उनका सेम पूरी पोजीशनिंग है कि हम फ्रेश देते हैं, अच्छा देते हैं, वो सब तो फिर इट विल गो फॉर अ टॉस ना. इफ यू लुक एट इकोनॉमिक्स ऑफ स्केल इन द बिजनेस, एंड इफ यू डोंट हैव द कोर सॉर्टेड आउट. And I think that was one of the times when they raised 18-20 million strategic investments from, I think, South Korea or somewhere as well.
Oh, achha.
So South Korea is known for the cold storage facility making as the best of their capacities.
Right.
So that positioning changed for the investors, and that's when the series of investment round became more aggressive. This economics of scale can come into place. They could launch more cities now. Everything will fall in place.
Interesting. So one insight that came out of a research actually led to the complete shift in the journey of a business.
Shift in journey. And it is very collaborative. Obviously, I can't sit here and claim कि वो हमने किया था.
No, absolutely.
It is very.
But as you mentioned, right, sometimes having an external perspective, and founders know, but just somebody else resonating it makes a lot of difference in the confidence.
And they can also dump on us, right? They're like, ठीक है, सब पढ़ के आओ industry के बारे में. Give us the data dump that you can provide, and let's figure out how exactly we have to put it in. That's the job. Yeah.
So on that note, why don't you help us understand your research process? What goes behind coming up with such interesting insights?
Apart from the most common platforms that you may use to do research, right? Say startup ecosystem pe, if you want to research, you can use Traction, Statistica, there are CB Insight. One of the key things that we did very early in our work or our career of work, that we were subscribed to the best places where you can find reports and research data available from. चाहे वो इंडिया से लेना हो या बाहर से लेना हो, right? You spend 25-30 lakhs a year just to get the kind of data and access that you want to, but you spend that money. If you make that as a core of your business, then everything else apart on the story falls in place, because now you have better insights to tell other people. It's a consulting job, so mostly it's where we provide the research analysts and resources. There are two type of researches that goes very hand in hand in our business. एक तो internal है. So if there is a business that is working for some time, then the complete cohort analysis of the business becomes very crucial for us to understand कि actual में अंदर क्या हो रहा है business में. So if there is a customer buying you for more regular, if there is a customer fallout rate, why?
Yeah.
How frequent? So जितने भी metrics आपको निकालने हैं existing cohort के, that becomes the primary research analysis that we have to do for the business.
Okay.
And then becomes the external, the second part, which allows us to do more playbook understanding. That means अगर आपके sector में similar businesses हैं तो वो कैसे कर रहे हैं? What was the most amazing marketing gimmick or worked for them? Which country for which kind of profiling personas that they were able to sell it to? A lot of common mistakes that I've seen businesses at a decent stage that they don't realize the persona of the person that they are selling to, right?
Okay.
So profiling कोई नहीं करता है, right? It's a very important thing कि लोग अगर अपने customer profiling पे बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान देंगे, so they would be able to come up with better ROAS returns on their advertisements.
Absolutely.
They should be able to come up with a better understanding of their customer experience and should be able to provide more details. So ये सारा का सारा process include होता है, and this may look like हाँ ये presentation में डालना है, but this is where most of your investment decision questions get asked at a good stage. अर्ली स्टेज में तो आप गाय कवासाकी का एक 15 स्लाइड का टेम्पलेट ले लो, प्रॉब्लम क्या है, सोल्यूशन क्या है, मार्केट क्या है, टैम सैम क्या है, ये बता दो, यू बी गुड. बट एक टाइम बाद में व्हेन यू स्टार्ट क्रिएटिंग इन्वेस्टमेंट थीसिसेस, आई डोंट रिमेंबर आई हैव एवर क्रिएटेड अ डेक ऑफ 15 स्लाइड्स. देयर हैज टू बी 40 50
Absolutely.
that goes into it. So some of these things do get taken care in the research.
Yeah, and the point that you mentioned about looking at other examples, whether in your own country or globally, lends a lot of validation to the idea that you're building, as well as how the execution or what should be the strategy for the business going forward.
Right.
In fact, I remember in so many of our pitches, we've been asked, can you tell us what's the global equivalent of what you're trying to build? And as much as we'd like to decline or deny answering to this question, is something which, it's a very normal question for any investor to ask or consider. Because end of the day, they are also not wanting to take too much risk by exposing themselves to something that they've never seen work anywhere else.
Absolutely. And are they educated enough is a bigger question.
Yeah.
So when they ask you this question, they're actually trying to know, right? So that's fun, so they don't have to do that job, right? So their IC doesn't have to be that aggressive. So if you can educate an investor about the space much better, that's the answers that mostly they are looking at. Because expecting that my investor would know everything about my space is foolish. He would know a lot, sometimes maybe a bit more than the founders at a very early stage. But if you have capability to educate the investor about your space industry in a very different way, it aces it. Then it really helps.
Interesting. Can you go deeper into that and help us understand what exactly is an investor lens when they're looking at any company, which is not very early stage, let's say Series A or later? What point of view do they come from?
The first thing first, I think people give a lot of emphasis on what really they're trying to solve. And trust me, in few seconds, somebody can and now that I wear a different side of hat as well, and I see the pitches that we get, it doesn't take a lot of time to understand किस sector, किस space में क्या काम कर रहा है. Right? Sometimes the investors would also have a perspective of how the space works offline, for example. If you're building a product for the same thing online, but the service or the company that is fairly aggressive market offline. तो स्पेस के बारे में, काम कैसे होता है, रियल प्रॉब्लम क्या है, कुछ हद तक इन्वेस्टर्स को अगर आपके सेक्टर में पैसा डालते हैं तो ये दे हैव अ सेंस ऑफ इट. एज अ फाउंडर, इफ यू ओवर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड टू एक्सप्लेन इट टू देम दैट ओके मैं ये ट्राई कर रहा हूँ सॉल्व करने का, मे बी नॉट, डोंट ट्राई टू डू अ लॉट मोर. सबसे फर्स्ट इज, एक सपोज सीरीज ए का एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. एक इन्वेस्टर आएगा, आपकी फर्स्ट स्लाइड में कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है प्रॉब्लम सोल्यूशन ये सब बताने की. गिव योर एग्जीक्यूटिव समरी. पिछले 3 साल या 4 साल की आपकी सीरीज ए तक की जो जर्नी है उसमें क्या किया है. And these matrix could be anything that you are very proud of, right? It could be your customer experience matrix. It could be your number of people that working with you, units sold, whatever that you think are the best ones, right? हर इन्वेस्टर एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम के बाद में सीधे से पैसे की ही बात करता है कि अगर आप 5 साल में इतना पैसा डाला तो मैं अभी 5 million if I'm going to invest with you, does the company value will become say 5 का 25 बना सकते हो या 50 बना सकते हो कि नहीं in the next 5 years. Even if I take a short term investment goal of 5 years with you, how much the company would be able to do it is as simple as that a question the investors would have. Start with that. Start with your strong suit कि मेरा धंधा पैसे बनाता है, right? And a lot of people would want to sort of revolve this around passion and the problem that they are solving, revolve it around the money that it is going to make, and you would have your eyes, investors' eyes very much. So this is the most crucial. मेरे most of the presentation में the first few slides are executive summaries कि धंधे के बारे में बताओ, बंदे के बारे में बताओ, who's the guy who's really doing it and why they have been able to do it. And then you have some real good case to present in front of the investors.
Got it. Since you've made so many pitches and you mentioned that now you're on the other side, let's go deeper into that. Can you talk about One Alpha North and what is your role?
It's an exciting role for sure. It's one of the dream jobs that anyone could also honestly hope for.
And well deserved, right? After spending so many years in the industry doing this.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Look, Slides as a company had this one trajectory, right? We wanted to be, we got into startup ecosystem in a way where we were relevant for everyone. Investors wanted us because उनके लिए उनके portfolio companies के लिए हम काम कर रहे थे, startups के लिए काम कर रहे थे, investment banks के लिए काम कर रहे थे, family office के लिए काम, right at the center of it. It's a very good service to really be part of. Very uniquely placed, very hyper niche, hyper niche, I would sort of call it. But if you look at it from the company and you were, say, founder of Slides, what are you going to take it to? So, ठीक है, मैंने पहले लोगों के लिए pitches बनाए, great. 5-7 years of that doing, gained the experience, and now I'm so well versed with the entire ecosystem that I can take that pitch to an investor and say, यार इसमें 2-3 million डालो, ये company अच्छी लग रही है. We did that, right? And we did very well with this, right? We were doing great banking work. So the second step was to become an investment banker altogether. We achieved it. We took some great advice from people. One of them was the One Alpha North Capital mentor of mine. So as soon as our banking career was really doing well, the next trajectory mein kya hai? We are not so grey-haired today that somebody will give us $150 million to say, ki, manage karo, you be my fund manager. Yeah. Maybe if they will do great, but I don't think that takes some time. You have to be a good fund manager to do that. And for me to have that experience, I have to work with a fund very closely. While I understand how the money from an investor to a startup flows, there's a lot to be learned that how does the money to that investor comes. Yeah. Right? What does a fund of funds really looks like, And this is how I try to explain it in the most easiest way, is that there is a funnel and you have to understand how the capital mobilization happens by the time it actually come to a Series A startup. Jisko 5 million mila, right? What was the LP's thought, right? LP के पास भी खुद का पैसा है, or is he getting it from a fund? Right? What is their thought? How much allocation of that fund is going to be actually in the private equity space? So that is the next phase of work se zyada learning that I want. So, and hence the One Alpha North sort of came in a good time, and I joined them as a partner. And now that side of the world is something that I'm really excited to see where my role again is going to be in the same vicinity of working. Same startups के साथ काम करना है मुझे. This time we will be evaluating them rather to evaluating for the business, but I think same job. वही research करनी है, वही finances देखने हैं. This time just make a call of if we want to put in money with them or not.
Interesting.
So that's how it is. One Alpha North is a fund of funds. They're going to be putting in quite a bit of aggressive money with here in the PE space with multiple funds, not just the one that I mentioned. So let's see. This is the next 5-year goal. Should be very exciting.
No, I'm sure it'll be quite exciting. Yeah. And any sectors that you'll be focusing on?
Consumer as a whole, to be very honest. But One Alpha has definitely made their mark and name in preventive healthcare quite aggressively in the US in the last 4 or 5 years, and done very amazing research, very amazing investments in the space of medical research and stuff. They're great exits as well with the companies that they have had. So, abhi India mein, before they set up their own fund, they're going to do a co-investing sort of thing with other PE funds and then see how exactly it works.
Got it.
Yeah. But consumer is a major sector.
So, basis your experience with the consumer space, where do you see insights today or investment potential?
Look, in India, it's very difficult to point out one single sector, to be honest. Agar aap dekho to last 4 or 5 years mein, it's been very trending kind of investment that India has been doing. Going forward, I personally think it will become more, unsexy investments that you will see in the market. So fintech was the most, and we also made quite a bit of portfolio out of that in the last 4 or 5 years, right? And beech mein chote mote aur sectors aate rehte hain. But in the going forward space, manufacturing will be the biggest unsexy businesses that people will start investing in India. And we are seeing so many deals with them. We are working with a biofertilizer company, cutting edge spaces as well. So quite a bit of money going there. I know that a lot of people says EVs, but I would say energy as a whole, as a sector, will see a lot of investments coming in. People are evaluating that quite aggressively and different kinds as well. Agri-tech India is going to be again very big coming future. More modern agri-tech is what going to be. Defense tech is also something that India is doing very aggressively.
Got it.
So while these are also the four sectors that we are focusing on, but we are seeing quite a bit of interest from national, international investors. And more than the sectors, you also have to see that bahar se India will see a lot of, or the next wave of your private equity money coming in.
Oh, wow.
Right? Pishle, if you look at it, 18, 19, when the lot of capital, chalo, that time the capital was interest free, 0% pe mil raha tha, to fir there was a lot of money coming in India. But what people don't understand is कि alternative investments जो हैं वो सिर्फ प्राइवेट इक्विटी में स्टार्टअप में पैसा डालना ही नहीं होता है. There are a lot. So few examples. M&A come into the same. Secondary sales buyout funds भी होते हैं, right? They do it. Cross border merger acquisition companies भी होती हैं जो alternative investments में आती है. So ये सारी चीजें untouched ही हैं अभी तक.
Yeah.
अभी तक it's been a straight इक्विटी में पैसा डाल दो, प्राइवेट इक्विटी के साथ डाल दो या VC के थ्रू डाल दो.
Correct.
अब VCs के थ्रू भी ज्यादा लोग पैसा नहीं डालते हैं. Family offices have become their own VCs today.
Exactly.
So they,
especially in the last 2 years.
हाँ, because किसी के ही बंदा एक VC फंड से निकला होगा and he will be like कि मैं फंड मैनेज कर सकता हूँ, फैमिली मॉडल ठीक है, मेरे को मेरा 10% निकालना है तो तुम मैनेज करो.
Correct.
So he does it. So family office there have their own operating fund managers now that you see. So a lot of liquidity that you see. If you have a right product, right service, right business which makes decent money and sexy also, you have great chances of getting investments in India now.
Got it. And the reason why you pick these specific sectors, is it to do with the way government policies are shaping up or how the macros are?
It helps for sure.
Yeah.
Macros, yes, most certainly helps as well. But you have to see that Abhi, India is a very hot space for people to invest in alternative investments, right? There are only certain sectors that can do really, really well in these countries. And obviously, the sectors that government will push will always see a good hype. Correct. In terms of investments that will
especially for international fund coming in.
Absolutely. You have to always look at it from a lens that why they want to put in money with the country, right? If they want to put in money in the country in these specific sectors, you will boost your economics or your policies accordingly as well.
Yeah, correct.
So it's a general thing, not that we pick these sectors. I think even anybody who wants to put in money with the sectors get picked by the investors.
Absolutely.
It's a little vice versa, yeah.
The fact, I found that point very interesting where you mentioned that the liquidity is now increasing and there are
very high.
Exactly. And probably it has to do with the way education is rising. As in, we've seen a cycle mature of investing happening in India from an institutional lens where a lot of people have started taking early bets. Now they've taken exits. Various successful examples who have given multifold returns to investors. And in that journey, not only people have made money, but they've also experienced and learned how this whole game works. And they are capable of taking that risk to now do it on their own.
Yes.
And access to capital has increased. The kind of returns India is able to generate has been beating the market left, right, and center.
Yes.
And that is sort of giving a lot of confidence. And in fact, on the alternative products bit also, my theory there is that given that although liquidity has increased, but getting exit from these investment opportunities is not so easy anymore. And that is where some of these alternative products will come, wherein the structured products will try to give exit to the existing investors in a way that risk of the new incoming investors will reduce. And at the same time, they'll get exposure to multiple other large-scale investors.
No, you're absolutely right. So all the three examples I gave you about M&As, secondary sales, liquidity. Problem इंडिया में VC स्पेस में या फिर इन्वेस्टमेंट स्पेस में अल्टरनेटिव साइड में यही है कि आप 7-8 साल का टेन्योर रखते हो से प्लस टू अनदर वंस दैट यू टेक बिफोर द लिक्विडिटी इवेंट स्टार्ट्स हैपनिंग टू बिग why would a family office wants to make your 10% of your money get stuck for the next 7 years?
Exactly.
Liquidity events is one of the things that a lot of funds don't do.
Yeah.
And if you will see जितने अच्छे PE funds ने returns दिए हैं, you will see their liquidity cycles is just 5 years.
Exactly.
तो अगर आप 5 years में अच्छी liquidity cycles train करते हो, then you are looking at getting more and more LPs excited. But I will also catch you on that point कि इंडिया में बहुत सारा पैसा funds and VCs में क्या आपको पता है इंडिया में सबसे बड़ा LP फंड सपोज LIC है. तो LIC का अगर आप 10% 10 भी तो बहुत ज़्यादा बोल रहा हूँ, उससे भी कम ही डाला होगा उन्होंने प्राइवेट इक्विटी में पैसा डाला है. से 100 फंड्स में अगर उन्होंने पैसा डाला है तो आउट ऑफ दैट 100 funds only 10 funds have given them positive results.
Correct. Yeah.
So they've actually lost money in the most of the 80-90 funds that they have made money with. ठीक है, मुझे ज़्यादा फर्क पड़ता नहीं, I hope so. But at the same time, if you look at it, this is not very disciplined investing. I don't see that very well played. But ये चीज़ अगर जब आप बाहर से ज़्यादा बड़े फंड्स इंडिया में इनको इन्वेस्ट करें, that will not work. You would have to have a faster liquidity events, right? 5-year cycle is again big for me, but I would say 3 to 5 years के बीच में you have to do certain liquidity events. You have to mitigate your risks. At the same time, you have to honestly be prepped for these liquidity events in multiple instruments. Either you do it via secondary sale markets, either you do M&As, secondary sales में आप share बेचो, founder के share बेचो, liquidity events करो.
Yeah.
Get the confidence of that money. Otherwise, it's no time that you will also lose that tap of investment coming into India market as well.
In fact, that's why India has come up with its own creative solutions like SME IPO, which is on the way.
The most amazing thing that I
And the reason why it's working is because it's giving certain liquidity and so early on, right? You don't
and
have
people are educated enough on that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the ecosystem is also maturing up. There is enough support system built out.
Yeah. People have made SME IPO specific funds.
Exactly.
You know, I know companies which have just come out and said कि मुझे 150 crore का सिर्फ SME IPO fund ही लगाना है. And that's not at all a bad thing for any of the say even unsexy businesses to sort of go out and raise some good growth capital to come in.
Exactly.
Right? It doesn't have to be very technologically empowered business to go by.
Pankaj, we heard about Slide School, Slideshow. What exactly is that?
It's again very exciting things for us. So abhi October mein we completed 10 years of Slide. So that was our anniversary. And we wanted to launch some IPs for ourselves. Two major insights that why we are working on this. So obviously the alternative investment market is pretty big, and we have always had this issue of finding the right resources for ourselves. Rather, at the same time, also a lot of our resources get asked in the industry because we train them very well. तो हमने सोचा अगर यही काम सिखाना है, यही करवाना है, so why not sort of run a small cohort based education and more of like it's not a institute, or we are not certifying people around it, but we are making a 3 months on the job training kind of a thing for them to get into a VC or investment space. So we launched Slide School. In Slide School, we're going to be teaching the same 4 things that I told. So we do storytelling, content research, finance, and even design. So these 4 or 5 things we'll teach it to them for the next 3 months. They will be a very good research analyst or a good investment analyst by the time they get out of Slides. And that has been in the past as well. People who left Slides and worked in the different VC funds are acing it because they have almost all the tools that they need to become the right private equity or a VC space analyst altogether. So that was the motivation behind. So that was first IP. And I love education. So that space has always been very close to my heart. Slideshow, because we did one of our first ever events in 2012 called Slideshow.
Okay.
उसमें हम independently लोगों को जाके startups के बारे में, investments के बारे में, presentations के बारे में, we used to teach them. And if you look at it now, the physical experiences have got pretty great touch to it. People like to experience more. So we thought, like, why not make another entity where we tied up with PVR, and now we're gonna do startup founders deserves that entire screen and like spotlight. तो हम PVR book करेंगे, वहाँ पे हम slideshow करके एक event कराएंगे जिसमें will allow founders to tell their stories and not pitch. Don't make an investment deck there, right? More look like a TED talk, right? And इसमें एक और insight भी ये थी कि अगर आप मीडिया का journey देखो, so the latest one was this, the podcast as a media, right?
Yeah.
Which was easy to consume, easy to do and everything. उससे पहले TED था, all of this, and news came, उससे पहले और people. But if you look at it, the trend of TEDs and TED Talks and similar events would come back as a physical experience in the country. So if you can make an IP of a very unique thing on that, that's what we are looking at doing at Slideshow, where we'll invite people. They'll talk about their startup journeys, may essentially not pitch, but we'll invite a lot of investors and everyone to sort of see and make their movies.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
No way. Very, very innovative and very interesting.
And simple, it's something that we like.
And I love the names that you've
Yeah, I know. It continues with the slideshow, Slide School. So,
yes.
That's how we're doing it.
Well, this has been very interesting talking to you. Before we wrap up, I'll just want to understand what next for you and for Slides.
So with Slides, we just want to make sure that we protect our people. We have a very high retention rate, so we don't lose people very often in our business, and they stay and work with us for quite a long time. and it's a well-oiled machine, so it will most probably be able to make a great cash bet for us for a longer period of time, and we'll increase it by people. Like it's a people business. The more people we deploy, it'll become more fruitful for us. Rahi baat on the investing side, next 5 years is a very big unlearning plus learning curve for me. I want to wear that hat and see what does it look like from the investment point of views, what does really the funnel of money looks like from the top. And if this is something that goes well and I learn good enough about it, in the next 4-5 years, we'll love to sort of launch a fund and see कि हम खुद क्या कर सकते हैं with the same team that I am. But we'll keep the core team to work with us. That's where the heights are. Baki, yes, in the next 4 months, I'll get married. So that's next.
Oh, wow. No,
If you ask me
congratulations
personally,
on
thank you.
both the plans, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I'm sure we need more investors like you who come from an understanding history of doing research and really getting to the ground and getting those real insights and then sort of taking the right bets. So
Absolutely.
wish you all the best for that.
Thank you. Appreciate this. Appreciate
And thanks a lot for coming on today.
Yeah,
It was lovely
absolutely.
catching up with
No,
you.
long deal.
Any last words before we wrap up?
I don't know. So I recently went to this college where I was where I got invited to sort of tell my story of starting early, and I kind of gave them a bit more confidence in that. So same thing. If people are starting, then start now. No better time than doing something of your own in India. So go for it.
No, I 100% second that.
Yeah.
Great. So that was today's episode with Pankaj. Hope you got your own interesting insights, and we'll catch you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.